Yo, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about like manufactured consent and how that might also serve to atomize people who would otherwise work together on political projects and other goals that they have in common. So it might not just be a manufactured consent thing that is causing this, but also uh, the power of work, the power of like the work dynamic and hierarchy in the workplace, where any kind of like very progressive ideas are discouraged in the workplace because, if you seem too progressive, people are going to be a little worried. Your manager might be a little bit worried that you're going to start a union. Uh, it's not considered professional to be very progressive. Some people, there's like a cultural idea that like if you are very progressive, then like you're utopian, you are foolish, you're a dreamer, you're unrealistic. And so there's that part of it as well. But I think a lot of us are convinced lately that most people are not progressive, or at least I've seen a lot of people say, I don't. We're not going to win this political battle. We don't stand a fucking chance because 50% of the population think that women don't deserve rights. 50% of Americans think that like black people are the devil, etc. And trans people are pedophiles, etc. But that's not true. Like, we can look at Gallup polls, we can look at other surveys and polls, and like it's like 70% of people are like very much in favor of trans rights and like want to support us. Like some of that might be like tepid liberal acceptance, of course, but like whenever, even if you encounter a liberal and they're not as radical as you and they don't understand power the way that you understand power, and but at the same time, they probably agree on a lot of the same goals that you have. And like conservatism is not popular. Most people are not conservatives. 50% of Americans are not conservatives. Like I'm not going to sit here and say that like there's not a lot of those people, because there are a lot of those people. And I think so whenever people are like navigating in real life and like interacting with people, they're nervous. They're like, what if I reveal my power level as a progressive, as a leftist, somebody who's not just on the left wing of the same bird? Like I'm outside of that system. I want to like do something new. I mean, like even people who are liberals are a little bit like reasonably fearful of being very openly progressive or openly liberal in workspaces and professional spaces, because having that political conflict can cause problems for them in professional spaces. I get it, but we're not going to be able to do this alone. Our political goals are not things that we can do as individuals. Like, yes, it's fun to have like the power trip fantasy and be like, haha, yeah, one day I'm gonna be like Moses. I'm gonna like borrow those godlike powers. I'm gonna liberate my people. I'm gonna help get the working class out of this pickle. We're gonna but that's not how it works. We don't get to do it like that. Like, I want to tell you respectfully, very like in the most respectful way possible, that you're not special, and like a lot of people believe the same shit that you believe, and that's a good thing. It's a good thing that you're not special, because like how else are we going to do this without everybody else's work? This is going to take a whole lot of cooperation and organization. And so what I want to encourage you today to think about and to do while you're navigating real life is to think about, whenever you're on the interwebs, even if you're just like on Reddit, think about like how extremely sympathetic to socialism, even if they don't call it that, how very sympathetic a lot of goddamn people are to these ideas. Because like socialism is good, leftism is good. It benefits most people. It benefits everyone except for the ruling class. And even if somebody is shitty toward you and they don't understand that what you're working towards is helping them, I think that that kind of gives me like a little bit of like knowing that my goals would benefit them helps give me some compassion toward them, because like I know that they have been effectively brainwashed, you know. Not effectively, I mean just straight up they have been brainwashed in order to support their enemies, the people who they do not know are their enemies. And it's really sad, and it's hard for them, and it's hard to deal with them. But yeah, I just want to tell you guys that like there's a lot of people like you who believe the things that you do, and we're not going to be able to do this without collaboration. Collaboration is what we fucking need to achieve our political goals. And so, finding ways to like reveal your power level is key. That's something that it's not optional at this point. We have to network, we have to find each other, and we need to start doing work together. That's the things that I wanted to say today. I hope that's useful and maybe motivating. Do it.